It was an early morning journey from England to France, an invitation to come to its capital and discuss on the European stage what is at stake in Iran right now.
This is our Berlin Wall moment. But like all moments of great change, it comes fraught with danger.
This is Reza Pahlavi, the eldest son of the last Shah of Iran, a man in exile for 46 years who wants to bring a secular, democratic governance to his country.
I do not seek political power, but rather to help our great nation navigate through this critical hour towards stability, freedom, and justice.
Security around him is always tight because he has long wanted the fall of the Iranian regime. And despite attacks on his country and its people,
you can see the smoke seems to be emanating from that west of Iran.
He believes this new outbreak of war could help Iranians and explained to ITV News exactly why.
It has completely dismantled the regime's ability, but also weakened it to the point of being on the verge of collapse. This offers the whole world to once and for all be rid of the root cause of the problem, which is the regime and its existence.
Does that mean that you support what Israel and the US have done in the last 10 days?
The menace that this regime represents has to be neutralised.
It wasn't approval of Israeli and US actions, nor was it condemnation either. Reza Pahlavi's father was overthrown in the Iranian Revolution in 1979 after growing political unrest. Back then, people were deeply unhappy with his dictatorship. Protest, death and violence were part of that revolution. The Crown Prince is now calling for another.
The regime is not necessarily scared from an Israeli or American attack. They are most scared from their own people. But the Iranian people are the element that will be the deciding factor. This is how campaigns of civil disobedience in a non-violent way put an end to totalitarian regimes. So it's not the consequence of conflict that people are concerned with right now.
You really believe
That's
that people
exactly verbatim,
inside Iran aren't concerned
absolutely,
about
the
conflict?
majority say that.
They are in fear of their lives at the moment.
The only fear that the people in Iran have now, the only concern that they have, is for this regime to continue to survive despite these strikes.
So diplomacy is not the answer in your eyes?
Diplomacy has been attempted. Diplomacy has failed. This regime in its DNA will never change its behavior, will never be able to be a viable partner for peace, especially that now it's been wounded and humiliated.
US strikes may have diminished Iran's nuclear program for now, but not its knowledge or intent.
We cannot rule out the potential that they can acquire some kind of a bomb by means of acquisition, by purchasing it with one of their rogue allies, like North Korea, for instance.
Do you believe these strikes will further harden their resolve then to get that nuclear bomb?
The writing is on the wall. The intent is to develop a nuclear weapon.
Iran has been battered and bloodied by Israel in recent weeks. And it has retaliated. The volleys of missiles have travelled to and fro, despite Iran's capabilities being reduced and its supreme leader weakened.
Right now, Khamenei is in a bunker underground, using Iranians as a human shield as he prepares the escape of his family and close relatives away from Iran. This is why we have elements in the military, in the intelligence sector, that are now reaching out to peel away and defect. Because they, before anybody else, recognize that this is the end of their system.
And the very prospect of that end is re-energizing Reza Pahlavi about a new era coming to Iran.
Good to see you again.
He left Paris with the firm belief the time is now, but the road ahead is full of unknowns. Lucy Watson, ITV News.